Good morning. Welcome to Monday's Early Morning Intuitive Guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, here with some words of wisdom and some actions to help get you settled into your day and off to a good start for this week. And we're going to give it a moment for people to find me and join in. But I just want to point out my little Believe pillow here because I think this is a good thing to look at today. So there's Joneel. Good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome to you. And as soon as some of you start rolling in, then it seems like others can actually find me easier. Good morning, Catherine. Thank you for the sunrise. And there's Abigail. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And I want to do a round of tapping just to clear. And it's mostly for me today. Good morning, Gwen. Glad you were here. But hopefully some of the rest of you will enjoy it as well. And then we have an awesome little reading out of Outrageous Openness today, which was very helpful to me. So let me give you the backstory first, and then we'll do a round of clearing and see where we end up. So I'm sitting here, and it is, first of all, it snowed out, and there's sleety, icy stuff under the snow. And I have a 90-year-old father with dementia who doesn't always heed my suggestions that just leave it and it will melt. It's supposed to get to 34 today. So I'm running all that through my head, and I've got two things on my agenda for today where I haven't heard back yet from people because they weren't in the office over the weekend to see what time today to connect. So there's unfinished business there. And then I opened my computer. Bad move. I don't usually open the computer until after I've chatted with all of you. Open the computer and there are 14, count them, 14 messages from someone I know. The bulk of them, he was sending me invitations to shared events that we need to get structured. But when you open the computer and it's like whoosh, I was like, okay, I just want to close that and go back to bed. But what I did instead, take a deep breath, I did an attitude adjustment. I did a mindset shift. And that's our focus for today, is mindset shifts. So I think much of what's going on right now warrants mindset shifts. So let's just do a little mindset shifting to begin with. We're just going to clear the slate. Good morning, Lorraine. You're up. That's fabulous. Okay, so what we're going to do first, side of the hands. You can tap on either side if you want. It's the karate chop spot by your baby finger. I like doing both of them. I'm going to get the most bang for my buck I can. But this is kind of a reset button. Good morning, Maureen. We're just about to start some tapping. This is like a reset button, so we just do that for a little bit. Usually I do these with words. Well, and maybe I'll throw some words in there. We'll see. Yeah, let's see what comes up. So, inside corner of the eyebrow, mindset shift. Outside corner of the eye, I control my mind. Under the eye, I choose to take good care of myself. Good morning, Mel. We're doing some tapping. Join us. Under the nose, I know what's best for me. Under the mouth, I can choose to step away from stimulation. Collarbone, mindset shift. Under the arms, I know what feeds my soul. Around the crown of the head, I take good care of me. Inside corner of the eyebrows, in stressful times, I choose to focus on me. Outside corner of the eyes, I choose to take care of those I love. Under the eyes, I choose to care about others. Under the nose, but I prioritize taking good care of me. Under the mouth, I practice mindset shifts. Collarbone that allow me to keep functioning. Under the arms, I know what mindset shifts work best for me. And around the crown of the head, and I'm always willing to learn more. Nice deep breath. Let it go. Let the shoulders drop. Know that in this moment, you are okay. In this moment, here we are. Let's see what we can learn. So, Tosha, I was checking. I muscle tested whether or not the card decks, I really thought we would have a card deck today. Now, good morning, Nancy. Glad you are here. Welcome, welcome. I really thought that given some of the things we were working on last week, I was feeling like maybe we'd get something a little more lighthearted. However, what we have from Outrageous Openness, Taking the War Out of Our Words, Good Morning, Carolyn, welcome, welcome, by Tosha Silver, is an interesting chapter. And I had been selecting things that I thought served us. This time I just held the book and said, okay, give me something that we all need to pay attention to. And what we got is a chapter called Seeing the World as You. Seeing the World as You. So, nice deep breath. Let it go. And just tune in with the wise part of yourself that knows what in here you need. Oh, did you not see the part? I did that the other day. We can do it again real quick. I'll just give you one. So the way I do it is I make a loop like this, put my finger through, put your eyes down. You want your eyes facing down because that taps you more into emotion, which is going to influence the muscle test. If you look up, you go into logic. If you look down, you go into emotion. Good morning, Brenda. Welcome, welcome. So what you want to do is shift your eyes down and make a statement. You're not asking a question. You're making a statement as if you believe it's true. And then you're checking to see if the energy holds or if it gets disrupted. Okay? So I'll just do the simple stuff. My name is Bonnie. My name is Ralph. Test with something obvious like that, your name, and then play around with it. Make statements, not questions. So, I am angry. I am happy. I am sad. I am overwhelmed. That test's strong for me right now because we haven't done all of our stuff yet today. And like I was telling you, there was a whole bunch of stuff going on today already. And there goes the bus through. Good morning, Joe Bell. Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome, welcome. And again, those of you who show up today, it's because what we're going to be talking about is what you're needing right now. The universe knows how to do this stuff, right? We get the information that we need at the time that we need it. So, seeing the world as you. So here's the quote. All separation, every kind of estrangement and alienation is false. All is one. This is the ultimate solution for every conflict. And that is Nisargadatta Maharaj. So, but what I want you thinking about is all of you who think, all of us who think, well, my position is right and the other people are wrong. I want you to think about this from the perspective of we're all one. It's all one. Every single facet that we see, every single opinion that seems to be opposite ours is a facet of the whole. All right? Absolutely true. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So I want us to expand our brains. Take a breath. Let it go. That every facet is a part of that whole. It is on page 10. Page 10. All separation, every kind of estrangement and alienation is false. And there are those who will stoke that belief that it's true. They're not serving us. That is not serving us. We need to go back to understanding it's false. All is one. This is the ultimate solution for every conflict. All is one. Okay, so now let's dive in and see what she has to say and see how it's applicable to you. All right? We want to get past this us and them crap. It is not serving us. It is what is fracturing things. All right? Seeing the world as you is a way out of inflated self-importance. Have you ever watched people argue about stupid shit? They are so sure they're right, and they're so sure the other person's wrong. And if we go back to that idea of the blind men touching the elephant, each one is right in their little version of reality. Once they expand to the bigger version of reality, then they can see everyone is right. Everyone is right. The experiences are different, so the perceptions are different. We need to level up here, people. Time to level up. Seeing the world as you is a way out of inflated self-importance, or what Buddhists would call self-cherishing. I've learned about this in the strangest way through my lifelong arachnophobia or fear of spiders. I actually did a newspaper article at one point on arachnophobia. That was right when the movie came out, so that tells you how long ago that was. But yeah, I think they put it on the front page of the paper, actually. That was kind of cool. I should call it my slowly but steadily waning terror of spiders. For as long as I can remember, spiders always paralyzed me. If they were bigger than a quarter, forget it. I'd run screaming from the room like a 6-year-old. I can't say the number of times I frantically begged a friend or partner to come airlift one outside. At least I knew enough to not kill them. A psychic once suggested that in a prior life I died in a whole vat of them like something out of Indiana Jones. Charming image, and really, who knows? Some years ago in India, I was at a special fire ceremony for Lakshmi, the revered goddess of beauty and wealth. At one point, a spider the size of a kumquat scurried over my hand. I gasped and swatted it away. One of the Hindu priests nearly boxed my ears off. "What are you doing?" he yelled. "Mahalakshmi herself was giving you her darshan, her private blessing. Are you insane?" Then he turned to another monk and muttered, "I told you we should never let the idiot Americans come to this stuff." Well, this got me thinking. Here I am projecting all my fear on this poor creature. Okay, here I am projecting all my fear on fill in the blank. How many times can you fill in the blank? Here I am projecting all my fear on, and know that the media does a great job of stoking that fear for you. And here she is, the goddess herself, coming to bless. What if she is a disowned part of me? What if all of the crap going on right now is disowned parts of us? What if we reclaimed those parts? What if we reclaimed the part that believed in us versus them? What if we reclaimed the part of us that believed I need more and you're going to end up with less? Yeah, great. So this is cool. Wait till I tell you the rest of the rest of the story. It's really good. There goes the plow. So what if all of us were able to slowly, probably a little painfully, reclaim the shadow side? The shadow side. Because a lot of shadow side is being exercised right now, especially the us versus them stuff, right? What if she is a disowned part of me? I prayed intensely to be healed of my fear. I was in bed one night ready to turn out the light when suddenly I saw a golf ball sized spider on the wall. My guess is it was smaller, but because she had fear, it looked huge, right? Terror, sweat, pounding pulse. Then I thought, hey, why not just talk to her? "Look," I started haltingly, "I'm delighted to have you visit and even come so auspiciously into my bedroom." I took a long deep breath, trying to calm down. "So just let me promise from the get-go, in case you're worried about this all yourself, I won't hurt you. I finally know who you are." I gazed at her with as much affection as I could muster for something that had filled my nightmares forever. Then I continued, "But let me be honest. You really, really scare me. And, I actually wonder right now if you might be a bit scared too. this idea actually calmed me down considerably. I took another breath. So I'll tell you what, my adorable goddess, it's a big room. How about if you take the ceiling, I'll take the bed. You just stay up there, my darling multi-legged love, and we'll share a beautiful night. She's working this, isn't she? Perhaps it was chance, perhaps not. But at the exact moment I finished, she began to race up the wall and slip into a dark corner of the ceiling. She tucked in her legs and became a nebulous shadow I could barely see. I bid her good night and peacefully fell asleep. In the morning, she was gone. Later that day, I received an email from my friend Erin. On a whim, she had sent me a column she had just written on arachnophobia. She said it came from fear of one's own power. So those of you who actually have a fear of spiders, think about it from that perspective. What do you fear in your own power? What do you fear about claiming your own power? Kind of interesting to think about, right? I mean, really, is anyone ever out there but ourself? Capital S. Capital S. So again, rather than viewing people as enemies, rather than viewing people as dangerous, rather than viewing people as other, what if we begin to shift this? And you might be saying, yeah, but people in power aren't shifting it. Let it go. Let it go. What can you do? What can we do from our place? What can we do? Hang on, something's dropping in. Give me a minute. I just want to do a shout out for the Episcopal Church. Holy crap, they are doing their stuff. So first we had Bishop Buddy. Now we have the leader of the entire Episcopal Church. His first name's Sean. I can't remember his last name, but I just read his sermon from Sunday in the same church where Bishop Buddy serves. Good morning, Tira. Glad you're here. Welcome. And he was basically reaffirming the things she had said. That is their mission. That is what they as bishops have taken as an oath to defend those who have very little power, to speak truth to power, etc., etc. They're doing their job. They're doing their job. They're not looking the other way. They're addressing things respectfully, lovingly, but they're addressing things. So let's take a breath. Let it go. Take another one. Let it go. And notice how when you take the breaths, good morning, Renee, glad you're here, welcome. When you take the breath, it helps to ground you. It helps to anchor you. It helps to settle you onto Mother Earth into, if you're going to put your bare feet in the dirt, rock on. But coming from a grounded place, we are far less likely to be reactive. We're far more likely to be proactive. We're far more likely to not allow emotions to run the show. Emotions inform, they certainly are necessary, and they help us determine what we think and feel and believe about things that are going on. Glad you guys know each other. I love that. I love that. So 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon, right? So there goes the ball again. Just settling in a bit. When you find yourself overwhelmed, like I did this morning when there was this whole raft of emails, when you're doom scrolling, when you're getting into the ain't it terrible, horrible, awful stuff, please stop. Please stop. That is not helping you, and it is not helping anyone else. Take a breath. Take a sip of coffee. Go stand on the porch. Breathe the fresh air. Do something to break the pattern of being in the swirl. Okay? Imagine yourself in the middle of the tornado. It's calm there. It's quiet there. It's peaceful there. Around you swirls all the stuff. But in that center, it is calm. Stay there. As best you can. Stay there. And I know it's hard because we're inundated with all this other stuff. One of our own, Cindy, has decided to take a time out from social media. I would guess her blood pressure has come down, her outlook on life has improved, she's feeling better, more hopeful, more positive. I'm putting words in her mouth. We'll see when she decides to come back. But choose that for yourself. Take a day. Have a day where you have no electronics, where you are not on social media. Even if you just eliminated social media and the news, I think you would have a much better day, a much more peaceful day. Because here's the thing. What are the things that you can do about what's going on? If you can do something, do something. If it's something you have no control over, you're going to need to let it go, or it's going to chew you up and spit you out. There are going to be many people who don't survive what's going on right now. Some of them because of how they choose to frame what's going on. When you do terrible, horrible, awful, sometimes you feel like you have no options, and then outcomes oftentimes are not good. So we want to link arms with our brothers and sisters. We want to help people feel as safe as they can possibly feel. We want to support people in their efforts to survive. Breathe and move forward. It is what it is for right now. Breathe and move forward. Do what you can do to make the world a better place. That's what we're here for right now. Do what you can do to make the world a better place. So, one of those things that we can do is the mindset shift. Whatever, if you're doing ain't it terrible, horrible, awful, shift to, I wonder what I meant to learn for this. There we go. Fabulous. At a scrapbooking retreat. And it was wonderful. And it was wonderful. Do some of these things for yourself, people. Do some of these. Take a weekend off of everything, right? Maybe you tell everybody ahead of time, I'm turning my phone off for the weekend. I'll be back on Monday. Whatever. Maybe it's you only look at your email in the morning and the evening. That's what I've been doing. I'm not looking at it all the time anymore because it just gets so overwhelming. Do what you need to do to take good care of you. I know it's addictive. I know it's addictive. Have you dealt with addictions before? Do the same thing with this one. All right. Have an awesome Monday. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are, including creating a mindset shift. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.